That's the open of the show, man. I don't want to spend too much time. I just went over exactly what happened in the open, but in the simplest way possible. Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley were out there. Lesnar came out in his wrestling gear. He wanted a WWE title match. Bobby Lashley told him no. Adam Pearce said that Bobby Lashley would defend the WWE Championship in the Elimination Chamber. Brock Lesnar said that he wants to make the match with Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Title versus title is coming after Bobby. So Adam Pearce said, all right, listen, we can't do the match now. Bobby Lashley said no, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to make it official right now. Brock Lesnar's going to be in the Elimination Chamber for the WWE Championship, so he will have one more opportunity to make that match with Roman at WrestleMania, title versus title. Unification, ending the brand split, one champion for them all, I doubt it. It's not going to happen, as I just went over in the beginning of this show. But Lesnar was there, and that is pretty much what happened in the opening of the show. I would have loved to see a little match with Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar on Monday Night Raw. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually went and did it. Because it's going to be a big rating show for them. Rumble back, Rumble was sending people to the worldwide all night on Saturday night. For mostly the wrong reasons, because the show was fucking terrible. But it's going to be a big rating draw for WWE. No Monday Night Football, nothing to do with that, so I figured they would throw the kitchen sink at everybody. But we didn't get it. So Lesnar's going into the Elimination Chamber, and he will be vying for the WWE title. I told you in the beginning why it didn't make sense, why I don't like it, but I get why he's there. We went over all the field of six, who I think is going to win on February 19th. Rhea Ripley. She went one-on-one with Nikki TR. ASH. Nobody gave a shit about this match, because nobody gave a shit about anything that these two did as a team, and nobody gave a shit about anything they did together as tag team champions. Why would anybody be interested in seeing these two in the ring together? This is nothing match, built off of a nothing heat that's only brought Rhea Ripley down to the sub-depths of irrelevance.
Good find.
On Monday night. Ripley was in control. Nikki could have lured her in gear into sliding to the outside. Nikki caught her in the ring skirts on the outside, trapped her there, and threw some big forearms. Nikki was in control after this spot with the red apron. Ripley came back after blocking a tornado DDT, and then followed up with some big clotheslines, took Nikki Cross down, or Nikki actually. Then she went for a headbutt, went for snapmare, she went for a drop kick, she went for a big super kick, and a Northern Light suplex, which only got her being out off the big ridge of the German super, or the Northern Light super. The Nikki Trash fought off of Rhea Ripley's offense here. They're on the turnbuckle here. Tornado DDT for Nikki. Gets a 2 count. Nikki sets up the move, but she wasted too much time posing like a retard. And Ripley countered into a riptide for a 1-2-3, and that was pretty much it. Rhea Ripley beats Nikki TR ASH, and she hopefully moves on from this disgusting, just irrelevant feud that has done nothing but bring her career down over the course of the last year. What does she do at WrestleMania? I don't know. She'll be lucky to even find a spot on WrestleMania. You better hope that Bayley or Asuka come back, because right now there is nothing for her to do on Monday Night Raw. If you guys need any more of a fucking excuse to merge the divisions, look at Bianca and look at Rhea. There will not be an elimination chamber for women, I don't think there should be. I don't even think they got 6 women to put in that fucking chamber. I don't even think Ronda wants that match. Ronda would much rather get better. We're not going to get a decision on that until Friday. It's garbage. Rhea Ripley wins in 8 minutes. Hopefully this is the ending of their feud. The Alpha Academy Scooter Challenge with RK Pro. Now, Randy Orton wasn't there, and Matt Riddle was the only representation of RK Pro on the show. Kevin Patrick presenting Gable vs. Riddle, the Scooter Challenge. Gable said the spelling bee was rigged last week because Kevin Patrick's accent ruined it for him.
Really?
Said a scooter race shouldn't be a part of an academic challenge, and I agree with him. Gable told Patrick to explain the rules they talked about. Patrick said the two wrestlers have to do 50 laps around the arena backstage.
I'll shake it out later.
And the first to cross the finish line at ringside is declared the winner. Gable was wearing this type of outfit, I believe, or skater outfit. He said he got it from the Olympian. It's not expected. Arthur showed up in a big race car flag, and he officially started the race. Scooter challenge is off the line. This is clearly WWE's way of extending the feud between Alpha Academy and Arcade Bro. But I thought the spelling bee was great. I thought this was coming. Now I get that. You know, it fits into the Arcade Bro wheel, the bag trips.
I'm glad you killed me.
You're glad.
Really sports
Why?
entertainment this.
Call it a shared interest.
I didn't find any of this
And call
funny.
me Nil.
The spelling bee.
Look there,
I didn't
those
find any
old
of this
rocks.
funny. I thought
A
this was
bandit
rather-
clan squats on them.
So they had 50
Disturb the
laps
rocks
around
and
the
they'll
entire
come
round.
wiggling
Really, we
out.
didn't see them in
Worms
all 50
within.
laps. It was spread across the first hour and a half of the show.
Here.
And then
The Nora are in trouble.
when
Rumors
they
spread
were
like
finishing the final lap.
With no braves to
And all
guard
through
the
the night,
border,
they showed them
first
going
orders the
around
sports.
in different skits.
My partner and I shadowed these scum for days.
And I'll go
Good
over
tracker,
with you. There
but he went on
some
ahead
kicks in the
without
back,
me.
rest of the show.
We talked about this kind of
Final lap
behavior.
of the scooter race, which I'll
Still,
go
I
over.
understand. Leave it too long, your fingers
Alexa
into
Bliss.
the bowstring. Say,
It was at another
how
therapy
about you
session.
and I work
I need
together?
fucking therapy
Kill them all.
after watching Royal Rumble. She's at a therapy session, and
I
we
don't know you.
got a refresher
And I have no
about
reason to trust you.
first time she met
Trust is a rare act to find.
Alexa
isn't it?
was laying on a couch.
I'm just a traveler,
And I don't know if you guys
with a
noticed this, but
concern
Alexa
about the state
is
of these
looking a little
lands.
bit more
and in the same part.
normal.
I don't think you're just anything at all.
She's kind of shedding. If you guys watch this close enough, I don't know why I'm watching this close enough.
Always
But
a bandit.
she's kind of shedding the,
Of course not.
Then you have nothing to
I
fear.
guess, evil books, the powerful books, but why it what?
All right. Someone has to stop them from hurting others.
Kind of going back to
And
normal.
We'll
A
stop
little
them from doing anything.
That's what I got and took away from this segment.
Go ahead and take the
He was
lead.
laying down on the
I
couch
look forward to seeing
in the
what your
therapist's
people...
office, and the therapist asks what she's thinking. Liz said she used the word imagining, but Lily has always been real.
That's the
When
alarm.
they showed photos
Let them sound
of
it.
Bliss as a little girl with Lily,
It's
she
a
asked
gift.
what she would do if Lily somehow returned to her. Bliss said
And if you're the
she'd hug her
heroic
and
kind
dress
who
her up and
needs a
have a
little
sleepover
extra,
and watch scary
there's the
movies.
captives.
You don't need to watch scary movies. Monday Night Raw's on at 8 p.m. every month. Can't get no scarier than the therapist presented Bliss with a replica of Lily. He asked how it makes her feel. Bliss sat up quickly and started to get emotional.
Good. I can use this.
You're fucking great. And then the therapist is like, this is not a real Lily. I bought this off the WWE show. Thank you. Thank you. Is this a therapy session or a fucking infomercial? Get this shit off my television, man. I can't stand Alexa Bliss. I couldn't stand her then, and WWE's gonna make me hate her more so now when she comes back. Just because of this fucking bullshit. Off. Off. Miz.
Oh, we on this one.
Miz and Dominic Mysterio. This match went 2 minutes. That's all Miz
There we
is
go.
worth. 2 minutes. Thank God.
This one.
He defeated Dominic Mysterio here with Rey Mysterio on the outside. The match. Something about the match. The Miz is off. The Miz is one of the most boring pro wrestlers on the face of the planet. The ending was great. I will give Miz this. The ending was fantastic. He did the old Eddie Guerrero, influenced by Eddie Guerrero. Faking something happening behind the referee's back and then blaming it on somebody. So, as the referee went to go check on Dominic here, there was a distraction that the Miz He's up here. So the referee went to go check on Dominic, and Miz trips himself after running the ropes. He looked at Rey Mysterio. The referee turned around, and right as the referee was turning around, the Miz was tripping.
That's their alarm
And
system.
the Miz pointed at Rey Mysterio, blaming Rey Mysterio for tripping him up and interfering in the action. The referee kicked Rey Mysterio to the ringside area. This led to a distraction. Dominic didn't know. Come on! So when Dominic distracted, the Miz got the skull crushing finish. When Dominic Mysterio 1, 2, 3, and Miz got the skull crushing. That was it. Get ahead of WWE Dominic, but I've stated this several times. I know Jesse as well, man. Dominic Mysterio is awful big. At some point, you don't even look at him. It's Rey Mysterio's son. You look at his Rey Mysterio. There's not one single thing. The most influential figures in the entire universe. When I look at his son, look at the loser. Take anybody in AEW that is the same age as Dominic Mysterio, Sammy Guevara, MJF, Darby Allin, even Hook. Take those guys. Dominic Mysterio, man. Dominic should have been booked as a future pillar of the WWE, like his father has been a pillar of the WWE. Dominic is a pillar of Titus Gator. He's better served as a fucking table leg in catering. I don't get it. Big Guy sucks. This was a complete fucking failure. Sounds like me. I'm from Little Boy. Dominic Mysterio. If you get anybody to look at Dominic and see anything positive or remotely positive, I've got no character. I've got no charisma up there. It's not even that good in the ring. This is so scary. A loser. WWE expelled Dominic. In 4 matches. It's so much further along than Dominic Mysterio in 2.5 years. How is that even possible? Now, the Tony Khan is doing a bad job creating future talent, right? Dominic is a fucking waste. Here! Never want him on my roster. The way he's been treated? No. Miz wins. Looks like they're setting up a Miz and Rey Mysterio feud. Great. Something else I don't care to see from Miz. Let's just get him off television. How about that? Tamina. Who's backstage? I don't know why Tamina is on the show. Still chasing 4-7 championship. Tamina Brooke. Tamina, you know what this really works. She's always in catering. I hear she's always in catering. She comes walking through the venue every now and then. What items it's reach to take it back to catering. You know where she is? She takes the same seat every fucking week. But Tamina is still chasing the 24/7 title. Abel and Riddle rose past them as they were fighting over the 24/7 title broke the stakes. At this point in the show, they did about 18 laps for the scooter race that they are currently engaged in. Riddle then ran up to Omos, riding a scooter. Looked up at Omos. Told Omos, Omos, I never noticed before, but yeah, beautiful eyes. Omos says, we're looking around. Omos is looking around, don't know what to say about Riddle's last compliment. Riddle then continues. You have an own show. Owen stood in the middle of the ring. 2 office chairs. Welcomed everyone to the KO show. His guest, Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins came out wearing a glittery jacket, sunglasses. Owens offered Seth Rollins a chair and a seat, but he said he was surprised he was able to appear on Raw after the attack that Roman Reigns dished out at the Royal Rumble. Seth agreed to, you know, the Royal Rumble apparently was a long-term goal.
Looks like I'm clear.
You know, the steel chair attack that WWE since 2014. Yeah, because Vince and Bruce, they were creative in 2014 and
Make it
came up with
happen.
a creative idea then in 2014. Yeah, and you know what? We're going to pay this off.
Wouldn't want to be
After
you.
8 weeks, the 2022 Royal Rumble. We're gonna have Reigns and Rollins the same way that Rollins broke up the Shield. WWE can't even hold a fucking show down. They got fucking red wings and can't Oh, the IWC is a bunch of fucking idiots. When I think they can't get done, they always surprise. Always a pleasant surprise to see that dipping massively every single week. So, Rollins is there, they show footage. Apparently, Vince was the long-term booking of this title match. Well, Owens was standing after the clip was shown, said he was very sad about what happened to Rollins. And Reigns got himself in some line to save the title. Said it was disgusting and shameful. Owens says that while yeah, you might not be the Universal Champion, you will be the Universal Champion in all the fucking geeks out there, man, that are too timid to go up to a fucking female.
May I speak with you?
Yeah, keep swiping on Tinder,
I'm
right? Keep
honored.
swiping on Bumble.
All Mother be
You'll get
praised.
your dish.
Are you all right?
You'll get your
Is
little
there something you need?
man. I can
Yes.
tell them that you're a pro wrestler.
My friends and I watched you clear the bandits out of this camp. We're glad.
And they get a load of
They
your
would
fucking
steal
bread,
from us,
right?
chase us through the night
Listen,
laughing.
you can throw this one.
We're outcasts, not braves. Almost defenseless.
How did you all come to be here together?
You wonder how we speak to each other when the law forbids it.
Never to be
But
heard
what
from
hope do we
again,
have here?
guaranteed.
Outside the embrace, alone.
I wasn't judging you.
Well, this
I
is what
was an
we
outcast.
Somebody
Forgive
put that
me.
in the footnote.
You're right to ask.
I'll upload that tonight.
I convinced them to
I gotta
speak.
upload the nasty one from the
I
Paul
told
Rudd
them
documentary
we were
about
only
that.
sentenced to be outcast. Not
You know,
to
'cause right now
die
you got
out here.
eliminated from
An intelligent
Rumble
approach.
unless it was fucking Frodo Baggins looking for
Where
the
did you all come from?
Gollum looking for the fucking.
Some of us have wandered the sacred lands for years. As for me, the village I grew up in was burned in the Red Raids.
Who else has been
I'm
eliminated twice? Not even
ashamed
Bushwhacker.
I wasn't there to protect them. But I was an outcast long before the Karja came.
Well, anyway, you're the Universal
How did you come to be an outcast?
I was a fool.
There's Kevin Owens.
I refused to do what I was told. Never went hunting when I could sit under a tree instead. I argued with my family every step, picked fights with other braves. One day, such a
He
fight
said
grew
he
fierce. An unlucky one. He went
says he can go
down.
back there anytime,
and there
and when
was
he
no
does,
one
he will
left
bring
to
back the
speak
Universal
for me.
time. Oh wow!
I
I guess
deserved
this
to be an
constitutes
outcast.
long-term booking,
You seem
right?
different from the person you describe.
Right.
I hope to be.
Seth says that's SmackDown business, but tonight
We are all
So-
outcasts, but we
Said
need
he's
to stay
come
together
to
to
the
survive.
distinction
This
that
camp we
Lashley's
once
defending
hated could
the
serve
WWE
us
title
well
in
now.
a few weeks. And I
Would
got
you
a
let us
special
stay
announcement
here, even if it
for
flies
everybody.
in the
I will
face
be
of the
in the
matriarch's laws?
Elimination Chamber match.
Of
Kevin Owens
course,
was a little
by all
upset here
means.
because
Oh,
he says he didn't get advance
I
notice.
hoped you'd say so.
And
You,
he said, well,
you're
you
an
get in.
inspiration to us.
You get
Thank
into
you.
the chamber. But I have a qualifying match against Austin Theory. How does that work? Hale says, you know, that's great. Maybe I should go tell Sony Deville and Adam Pearce that I should be in the Elimination Chamber as well, without a qualifying match, or else. I told Seth he would do it then. That's 100% the truth, he said. Seth says he'd like to believe him, but he sounded a little bit skeptical here. Austin Theory then made his way to the ring, cutting Kevin Owens and the KO show shorts, and this match was up next. I like the pairing of Owens and Rollins, but the thing is, I don't know where they're going with this. It certainly looks like Owens has nothing to do going into wrestling. He's now in the Elimination Chamber. After the Elimination Chamber, what are we doing with Kevin Owens? Monday Night Raw? What about Seth Rollins? What about Seth Rollins? What's Seth Rollins doing on Monday Night Raw after the Elimination Chamber? He's not winning the WWE title. Who does he wrestle at WrestleMania? It seems to me that he may be setting up for another Rollins and Owens match at WrestleMania. I don't know if that works out. In fact, I would not do that. I don't think I'd do that at all.
Wait a minute.
I really do think that we are looking at a situation that WWE is creatively, I don't know if they could really make good for Rollins and Owens at WrestleMania. Like, what are we doing? I don't get what we're doing. Does Rollins go after Owens? Does Rollins and Owens team up together to go after the tag team championships? Do we get Finn Balor thrown in there at some point to wrestle Rollins at WrestleMania? I don't know. It seems like it's a big question for both. And nobody wants to see another one. That's what we saw. We see it 2 years ago. Shane McMahon apparently is coming back to Monday Night. Well, where is he back? You know, Shane McMahon eliminated Kevin Owens like a fucking piece of trash at the Royal Rumble. We can revisit that. We can revisit that at WrestleMania. If he's coming back to Raw, I don't know why Shane McMahon would go after Kevin Owens. He's done that. Shane McMahon apparently, you know, obviously he's Vince McMahon's son. Maybe Vince McMahon sent Shane McMahon to go mentor Austin Theory, and it leads to those two guys having. I don't know. Rollins at WrestleMania. I know a lot of people want Rollins possibly added to the Lesnar and Reigns match to make it a triple threat match. I don't want that. We've seen a triple threat match last year at WrestleMania with Roman Reigns. We don't need to see another one. WWE's cheap way out at WrestleMania is, oh yeah, let's do a triple threat match. No. Last year it made sense. This year, I don't really care. Reigns, Lesnar, ended. It's about Lesnar, Reigns, Hulk, Rollins has nothing to do with one. No. I wonder what this, what the plan is for Rollins and Kevin Owens at WrestleMania. Well, we got Kevin Owens and Austin Theory. This was a very, very good match. Austin Theory continues to have bangers on this show. Awesome. Austin Theory qualified in about 12 minutes. Owens was in full control here. Theory caught him with a big boot outside the ring. He took him and drove him backwards into the steel steps. Owens fought back, hit an enziguri, DDT to follow. Owens tried for a double jump moonsault, but Theory dodged it and hit a neck breaker. He went for a cover, got a 2 count. Owens came back with a belt buster. He went for his own cover, only got a 2 count. Owens followed with a super kick and sent on for a near fall. Owens hit an avalanche fisherman buster off the second rope. Theory got his foot on the rope to break the referee's pinfall. After Owens pushed Theory back into the ring, we got Theory kicking the middle rope into Owens as he was entering. Theory followed with an ATL, which is his finishing move, and that was enough for Austin Theory to win clean over Kevin Owens and advance to the Elimination Chamber. Owens is not a heel. Owens is a babyface. Owens has been wrestling babyface. Owens got a huge reaction against Damian Priest. People wanted to see Kevin Owens win the United States Championship against Damian Priest. And we may be looking at Kevin Owens kind of just the fans really turning him into a babyface for WWE wanted to present him as a heel. But I don't know what their plan is for Kevin Owens. Maybe they do Kevin Owens with Damian Priest in the United States Championship. Finn Balor versus Damian Priest in the United States Championship. I have no idea. Rollins, Owens, Theory, and McMahon. I have no idea what they could possibly do. Maybe they do Balor and Rollins. Theory and McMahon and Owens versus at WrestleMania. I'm trying to think where everybody can fit in. WrestleMania, it's very, very undecided. We'll see what WWE plans to do with all these guys. Matt Riddle, he's still doing the scooter race with Chad Gable. Street Profits were encouraging Riddle to take a drink. We stopped him. So he took a drink out of the red Solo cup. And Riddle said, that's definitely not a sports drink. Then he scooted away. Gable asked for a cup. Angelo Dawkins drank it in front of him. Otis showed up with his own drink in his own solo cup. Gable thanked him and then spit out whatever Otis gave him. Gable asked, "What the hell is this? Steak sauce?" Otis says, "Of course." Gable scored away. They were on lap 39 out of 50. Angelo Dawkins versus Dolph Ziggler. Dawkins wins in 5 minutes. Gives a shit. Ziggler went for a running super kick. Dawkins countered with an underhook twisting suplex for a 1-2-3. Means absolutely nothing. The profits are pretty much in the middle of nothing. And when you got Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode feuding with you, man, that's pretty much bottom of the barrel on the show that you exist.
Hey, man. God, man.
We got another Veer Mahaan. Veer Mahaan got a vignette, and he actually said something different tonight. He said he's been patient like a lion, waiting and watching, biding his time, and now the hunter has spotted his prey. Soon, I will strike. Veer Mahaan is coming. Monday night. Still. We're now in February. WWE Draft concluded in October. October, November, December, January. Veer Mahaan has been on TV for 4 months with vignettes for at least 3 of them. Where is his prey? Is he going in? At this point, does anybody fucking care? Like, really? The one time that you should have debuted him was at the Royal Rumble. But I guess everybody, through the constant changing of the fucking scripts over 20 times in the last 48 hours leading up to the Royal Rumble, maybe they forgot Veer Mahaan existed. So you have to pay him. And they didn't put him into the Royal Rumble. What is Veer going to do on WWE television? Apparently WWE doesn't have any great plans for Veer Mahaan. Why? Put him on TV. Give him wins. Give him wins and put him in a match with Damian Priest. Get the fucking title with Damian Priest. Put it on Veer Mahaan. Put Veer Mahaan on Monday Night Raw. Give him the United States title and move Damian Priest to the main event scene. That's it. Give him some wins. Give him some job matches. It's not difficult. Just get the fucking guy on television. Kevin Patrick interviewed R-Truth at ringside right at the finish line for the scooter race. Was waving the big black and white flag. Patrick actually thinks he will. Who he thinks he will win this scooter race? Truth said the Bengals. We thought the Bengals were going to win this scooter. Riddle and Gable rode down the ramp. Gable fell at the bottom of the ramp and was grabbing at his knee. Riddle was about to cross the finish line, but Otis came out of nowhere and gave him a big splash right down to the mat. Gable stood back up on the scooter, made his whip, as Riddle circled him a little bit in humiliation, and then crossed the finish line to win. Otis kissed Gable on the cheek. Riddle entered the ring and called Gable a cheater. Not cool, bro. Not cool. Gable him. And Gable asked if his cauliflower ears deceived him. Or are you calling me a cheater? He says. He says, they all know he's never the type of guy that cheated at anything in his life. He says, he didn't cheat to make the Olympic team or graduate with a 4.0 GPA. That's legit. He said, since Riddle pissed him off and ran his scooter into the prize people, the Alpha Academy, Otis, he will get a match he wants, but it will be not against me. It will be against
These are
Otis.
helpful. Bitter, though.
Otis. Elimination Chamber qualifying match. I'm not sure if this was intended to be a qualifying match or not, but we got one. Riddle beats Otis, one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions, to advance to the Elimination Chamber. Otis controlled most of this match. There were several comeback attempts here by Matt Riddle. Riddle finally did get his babyface comeback in a big knee strike that looked brutal on Otis, who followed up with a senton onto Otis's legs. Otis blocked an RKO. Riddle caught him with a floating throw for the 1-2-3. Riddle qualifies
Here's
for the
everything.
Elimination Chamber. Crowd liked Riddle here. They pop big for him, as they usually do. It's why he's in the Elimination Chamber. And I mentioned this. Riddle's in the Elimination Chamber and Randy Orton is not.
She looks the
Riddle winning the WWE title in the Elimination Chamber to go wrestle Randy Orton.
Not too much already.
He's not. Something I want to see for the WWE title. Riddle should be chasing. I don't doubt
Go back down.
that we
What's
get
your
Randy
name,
Riddle
bro?
versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania. It's typical WWE, they'll fuck it up. They'll fuck it up. I would absolutely do something as far as them continuing to be a team and then do the breakup
There
after
you go.
WrestleMania. I know that Randy Orton versus Randy was a WrestleMania match, but for the sake of story, and for the sake of AJ Styles winning the WWE title, I honestly think that we drag this out a little bit and give Riddle the momentum he needs to take down a heel Randy Orton and win the WWE title later in the year. That's what I think is best for business. Long-term booking. The longer it drags out, the better for Randy Orton, the better for Matt Riddle, and the better for the WWE title. I don't want you guys to do the same fucking thing you did with Big E with Matt Riddle. Everything needs a time and a place. Do not bust your load on something so soon that could make or break somebody's career. You only get one chance. The very first WWE title that you pursue. It needs to be done right. It needs to be taken, respected, appreciated, and cared for. You should not take somebody's first WWE title and do what you did, like Big E. You fucked him up, and I never want to see him be WWE champion again. You had the moment there, and you squandered it. Do not do the same thing with Matt. Bianca Belair. She went one-on-one with Carmella. Nobody gave a shit about this. Bianca Belair is right now floating in a sea of nothing on Monday Night Raw. She beat Zelina Vega last week. And maybe she beat Carmella. Might as well make Bianca Belair a solo tag team champion.
Feels good,
Will probably
doesn't
be
it?
more valuable
Hold it
against
inside
Belair than
and let
Carmella and Zelina Vega.
Let it out.
So, Carmella did the whole fucking Man in the Iron Mask thing again.
I hardly feel surprised. He
Belair
was
tried
already
to take
getting
Carmella with
cocky
her
when the
braid,
cards
so
were
she
left
ducked
on.
and yelled and shrieked like a fucking banshee.
Kill him as much as the chow.
Belair shoved her
No
down,
great loss.
and
Nothing in
Carmella
the
slapped
wilds
her.
I can't handle.
Belair
Just
chased
me
her
and
around
the
the
voice
ring.
of Ortiz.
Carmella yanked Belair
Here,
against the
Bo has a
turnbuckle,
name.
took over the match for a little bit.
Does it?
Carmella had a chin lock on for the majority
You're
of the
not
match.
just
The
a
match went
traveler.
5 minutes.
That armor was fitted
A
for
chin
you.
lock on her for
And the way you hold your bow.
minutes.
I said a concern.
There was 1 minute actual action in
I
this
was a
match.
soldier.
And
But I was
Belair
a soldier
powered out of
longer
it.
than there was a
Got
war.
KOD on Carmella.
Where the
Pretty
arrowhead
much it.
passes
Young
between all
Belair
the
beats
skin,
Carmella. For the
that's the
1-2.
place I belong. So I
Well,
make opportunities to fight.
Absolutely cool.
That's like,
Have you ever thought
We
about
got
hunting
another.
machines?
Alexa Bliss therapy
I
session.
get that look in
Was told Lily that she misses her so much. Therapist said it's not the real Lily, it's a replica. It's a replica I bought off WWEshop.com. I had to get the plug in there for the WWE Shop website. They might not be doing good business. I don't know why we need to plug fucking dolls. WWE Shop. Bliss hugged Lily, started to cry, and that's this week's therapy session. That's right.
Did bandits
Every time I
wrong
see this
somehow?
now, I will reach for
They
the
were
remote,
assault. They were filthy.
leave the
mugs.
fucking
So
therapy
they have to
session,
die that way
and
too.
wish I was in fucking
So you
therapy
hunt
session
them
because
down
I
to
gotta
help
fucking
others.
sit through this
No, no.
garbage every single
For
week.
school. I can't live
SmackDown's
for
actually
wars.
worse than Raw, believe it.
Life's too short and the
How
thrill
it's
of
possible.
death too short.
SmackDown is
If you
worse
kill a
than
tribesman, there'll be retribution. Hunt a boar, they
So,
complain if
we
you waste
got
the meat.
AJ
We
Styles
bandits.
and
Bandits.
Rey Mysterio.
They
This was the
always
final
go to
match
fight,
of the
and no one
because
cares if you kill them.
WWE was saving the worst for last year, and we
I
got
guess you're doing
Rebecca
the right
Quinn,
thing for the wrong
Becky
reason.
Lynch, and
I'm
Ronda
doing what I
Rousey
want.
closed the
What to
show.
do.
Ronda's big return. So we got Rey Mysterio versus AJ Styles. But before that,
Here, I'm afraid so.
they
But
went
we live in
to
a world of
Odyssey
ruins,
Gable,
and
who were
bandits are
interviewed
drawing
by
them
Kevin
like
Patrick.
infection
Said
to a wound.
they had a crucial victory in the academic challenge earlier.
Sad end.
They replayed Otis knocking Riddle off his scooter near the finish
Maybe.
line.
If it
Gable
can't be
laughed.
hacked.
Of course
If we
I
pass
won
each
the
other
race.
by.
I'm a freaking Olympian, he says. So next week will be a quiz bowl. RK Bro will lose that bowl, just like the Bengals will lose their big bowl game coming up. And then they can kiss their title rematch. AJ Styles versus Rey Mysterio Elimination Chamber qualifying match. This was very good between these two guys. AJ Styles wins. He advances to the Elimination Chamber after beating Rey Mysterio. They shook hands at the beginning of the match, which was a refreshing thing to see. You don't usually see that. Rey sent Styles into the barricade. And we are off to the running here. Styles got a chin lock on Mysterio. He was in control. Through commercial break. Mysterio fought out of a tilt-a-whirl DDT. He went for a springboard crossbody. Got it. Got a 2 count. Styles came back with a fireman's carry neck breaker. He went for his own cover. Got a 2. Styles then ducked a 619, but Mysterio ducked a phenomenal forearm and followed with a kick to the head instead. Rey blocked a middle rope Styles splash, followed by a 619. Styles avoided a frog splash off the 619, but Rey caught him in a crucifix pin for a 2. Styles came right back with his signature Pele kick. Rey countered the Styles splash again. So that was 2 times. That's Rey Mysterio countered the Styles splash. Styles countered a seated senton and finally hit the Styles splash for a 3rd time. 3rd time is the charm here for AJ Styles. He wins after the Styles splash. 1, 2, 3, and Styles advances to the Elimination Chamber in Saudi Arabia. Good match. So the field of 6 in the Elimination Chamber after this, it's Lesnar, Lashley, Austin Theory, Seth Rollins, AJ Styles, and Matt Riddle. That is your Elimination Chamber 6. Probably one of the best skills of the Elimination Chamber that I've seen in a very long time. And I'm going with AJ Styles to win the WWE title. Now, I know a lot of people will have an issue with this. Oh, why take the title of Bobby Lashley in 3 weeks? Bobby Lashley is... he's somebody that got thrown into the middle of something that didn't really involve him. Because of Roman being out of COVID. So that's what they did. Bobby Lashley's an innocent bystander. Bobby Lashley doesn't really need another WWE title. His first title reign wasn't even all that impressive. In fact, Bobby Lashley's run was just right under Big E's as a failure. It did nothing. Bobby Lashley didn't make the WWE title look better. The WWE title didn't make Bobby Lashley look any better. WWE continued to book Bobby Lashley like a fucking weak champion, just like they did Big E. So I don't know who's clamoring out there for Bobby Lashley's 2nd title. AJ Styles should be the WWE champion because it tells a far greater story going into WrestleMania. Who on that roster is going to go into WrestleMania and have a WrestleMania caliber match with Bobby Lashley? Are you truly interested in seeing Bobby Lashley versus Seth Rollins? No, you're not. Stop bullshitting. You're not serious about that. Bobby Lashley versus Kevin Owens. No thank you. No thank you. Bobby Lashley versus Finn Balor. Been there, done that, seen it. No thank you. Bobby Lashley versus Edge. Nah. Let's do the wrestling match with Edge and AJ Styles. Bobby Lashley versus AJ Styles. No thank you. Bobby Lashley versus Rey Mysterio. No thank you. Bobby Lashley versus Damian Priest. No thank you. Bobby Lashley versus Shane McMahon. No thank you. Bobby Lashley versus Jim Mahan. Maybe. I'm kidding. No. There's nobody on that roster that's going to really sell me on a WrestleMania match. Bobby. AJ Styles versus Edge, WWE title. AJ Styles drops the title to Edge. Edge drops the title to Randy Orton. And Randy Orton drops the title to Matt Riddle. That is the way we need to go. What does Bobby Lashley do at WrestleMania? Fuck the wife. Put him in a one-on-one match with Omos. Fuck the wife.
Snow. It's not getting any warmer out here.
Candidate second. Ronda Rousey. She comes out, she made a ring entrance. Some reacted. Half the fucking people there did not give a single shit about Ronda Rousey. I think everybody kind of feels the same way that I do, man. We want something new. We want something fresh. The women's division sucks. Ronda Rousey came out, no expression. I don't know if this is Cover the area. You won the Royal Rumble. WWE was gracious enough to give you the Royal Rumble. You didn't even do the Royal Rumble. At least you can show up and be excited about going to WrestleMania, challenging for one of the two championships, with Becky or Charlotte. I don't know if you guys felt the same way, but I did. Gonna wipe us I think just on the ball, but you go to WrestleMania, you know that you're happy, excited. Maybe it's in her demeanor just to be a fucking nasty.
The bandits brought their prisoners
You
here.
don't want to be there. Why you came back and stole a spot from somebody else that could have benefited much more than you could have. Well, the main event WrestleMania. At least, maybe. Now, there. She kind of did that head smile she does, that little smirk. You know, 1/4 of the smile. Oh, she looked at the WrestleMania sign, which at this point wasn't on It was on fire, shows you that even God himself thinks WrestleMania season is going to be. It is some something above. Ladies and gentlemen, wrestling fans all over the world, WrestleMania is going to be a dumpster. This is my sign. So, she said she's been debating since Saturday night whose title she wants to take at WrestleMania. Charlotte's or Rebecca's. She said she has unfinished business with both. She said her attention will be a compliment. Becky doesn't deserve because the biggest fight for any woman at any time is always with her. She said Becky's stagnating a title reign isn't her problem. She said she could choose Charlotte just to prove that Becky is still on her undercard. She said that Charlotte and Rebecca will know that the baddest big time bitch is me. She dropped the mic. Ronda Rousey reportedly is getting Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania. I don't know why. Charlotte has been pushing hard for a match with Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania. I wonder why. It was reported before the Royal Rumble that the plan for WrestleMania is Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey is wanted on Fox by Fox executives. So she will be on SmackDown moving forward. So she may be challenging Charlotte Flair as of Friday. Said she will decide Friday, because they're going to milk this thing for as long as they can. Charlotte Flair and Charlotte may be announced. Well, Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey, will be announced on Friday. The road to get there obviously had to go through the Rumble. Rousey won the Royal Rumble. The idea of a Flair-Rousey match at WrestleMania has been heavily pushed to management by Charlotte herself. Fightful Select reported that Charlotte has been trying to get the feud together for months. Rousey became a priority for WWE once the idea caught hold. The other women's title match for WrestleMania looks to be Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair. Two will start a feud for the Raw Women's title leading up to WrestleMania. Many fans would have rather seen Lynch get the spot over Charlotte. Ronda Rousey is planned to be with the WWE for a year. Becky Lynch could go down at WrestleMania next year in Los Angeles with Rousey on her way out. For now, Charlotte will take on Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey and Charlotte. All because of Charlotte Flair pushing for this match. Why do you think Charlotte Flair pushed for this match? You realize that WWE with Ronda Rousey coming back into the company. You realize that at first glance, Ronda stepped in WWE. WWE was immediately give Ronda Becky Lynch. Charlotte knew this. Charlotte doesn't want Ronda Rousey at Money in the Bank. Charlotte doesn't want Ronda Rousey at SummerSlam. Charlotte doesn't want Ronda Rousey at Survivor Series or TLC or fucking Royal Rumble next year or in Saudi. Charlotte wants Ronda at WrestleMania because Becky is getting Ronda at WrestleMania. And if Becky is going to main event WrestleMania with Ronda on one of the nights, Charlotte Flair needs to main event with Ronda Rousey on one of the WrestleMania nights. Tit for tat. If Becky's getting it, I need it too. If Becky's getting it, I want it too. That's the way it works. Meanwhile, the only thing that it's doing is showing how fucking selfish Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch are. Nobody wants to see it. I don't give a fuck about Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. And neither do you. If you do, you're one of the fucking E-drones that willingly accepts everything that they offer.
Just stay out of their way for now.
Nobody gives a shit. Charlotte is a bitch. She doesn't give a fuck about the title. She doesn't give a shit about the women's division. She doesn't give a shit about Ronda Rousey. Charlotte only wants Ronda because it guarantees her a WrestleMania main event. Charlotte for a look. If Becky Lynch has two main events at WrestleMania, it's amazing. Charlotte is because toxic. It's a fucking poison. And it's Charlotte, and then Becky Lynch. It's a fucking disease.
Are you fish?
The match that everybody would like to see. I doubt it's any good. Because the triple threat match at WrestleMania 35 was fucking garbage.
Really? I don't know what he's doing it quick.
Does it make sense? Yes. Does it need to be for the title? No. Just because of that fact, I don't think WWE does Ronda versus Becky this year. They will willingly bend over and get fucked up the ass by Fox executives because whatever Fox wants, Fox gets. Because Fox is paying the fucking big bucks. Meanwhile, they don't realize they're getting blind, or they're getting robbed blind. Fox. They're a bunch of fucking idiots, man. WWE took them for a bunch of fools. You know Fox is gonna get whatever the fuck they want. Ronda versus Becky doesn't need to be in the title. If Ronda and Becky happens, what good is Ronda Rousey being back? You can't beat her in the first match that she has. Right? If she wins the title, what good is Ronda with the Women's Championship? That happened. WWE dropped the ball on it. There's nothing there that I'm interested in seeing. You had every fucking opportunity to make it right once she was there the first time. Now you're gonna give her the title again? To do what? Handicap the fucking division like Brock Lesnar's done for the last 8 years? And put nobody over? Yeah, I gotta see Ronda and Rhea get married. I gotta see Ronda and Rhea and Bianca get married. Plus, it's only a Monday Night Raw roster. And be legitimate enough in my eyes as a fan to beat Ronda Rousey. Nobody! Morgan? Carmella? Selena?
Oh, you bitch.
Maybe? It's a terrible decision all around. There's no doubt in my mind that Ronda's getting Charlotte. Because the only thing you need to do right now is rectify the fucking mistake you did at SummerSlam.
Yeah. Here you go.
And I don't even think that is a WrestleMania main event. Well, you know Charlotte is going to Ronda, and that's going to be the main event for night one. That's all she wants. She wants that fucking on her resume. I main evented WrestleMania twice. Beck's had it twice. So why can't I? Meanwhile, Sasha doesn't have a role at WrestleMania. Bayley is not back yet, and she's on fucking side of the milk party. She doesn't have a role for WrestleMania yet. Charlotte is the Raw, is the SmackDown Women's Champion. She lasted out. She lasted everybody in the fucking Royal Rumble to be one of the final two in the ring, as if she needed that, right? Again. division is fucking garbage. I don't know how anybody can look at this shit and be pleased with what's going on. So Ronda is getting
Okay.
Charlotte. And
Forehead
Charlotte
back.
pushed that match for the exact reasons that I did. Becky walks out, she interrupted Ronda as we all knew she would. She said, Ronda, you little weirdo, I missed you. Said she is using her government name. It's cute. Said it's nice to see that you haven't changed at all. She said, she loses credibility saying he's on her undercard since he's never been able to beat her. She said she wouldn't blame her if she wanted to start with an advertiser like Charlotte Flair, but she's game if she wants to start with the main course, and me. She told her to decide soon because the women's division has never been hotter. Oh, man, that's hilarious, man. Becky Lynch is a fucking comedian, bro. Wow. The women's division has never been hotter. Why is that? Is it because of the fucking great athletes in the division? Is it because of the overwhelming fucking athletes world creative that Bruce Pritchard has given us the last year? Is that the reason it's on fire? Becky Lynch's title reign isn't a complete failure, right? That's the reason it's on fire, right? The only reason why the women's division is on fire is because the creative is sitting in a fucking dumpster behind the goddamn fucking venue, and it's on fire. That's why the women's division's on fire. Not because it's good, because it fucking sucks. Big time. Oh man, you get fucking listen, man. Oh, Rollins married you because you're a fucking witty individual, man. I hope he married you for your fucking humor, man. Really, that's hilarious, man. Jesus Christ. Anyway, she said that hilariously. She asked Ronda her decision. She pointed at Mike and Becky, and Rousey grabbed her arm and threw her down to the mat with a judo throw. Rousey says, "Well, I'm gonna answer up front." Rousey marched to the back. Becky said, apparently Rousey's scared of Becky she's just wanting to get out of Cincinnati as much as I do. And said she could run, but she can't. What's walking in? He just needs to get Becky says she's been saying Rousey improved for the past 4 years. Lita said she's the GOAT, and she wouldn't be talking to her that way. Lita said from the day she met Becky, she knew she would be great. Becky says, I've always been a fan of yours since I was a little kid. I even got in trouble wearing fun outside from clothes. Lita said Becky never backs down from the challenge. Becky asked,
Oh, this one.
What are you getting at? What are you asking? Why are you out? Lita suggested a match against Becky at the Elimination Chamber, and Becky said, no. So Lita says she never backs down from the challenge. Becky said that's out of context and doesn't apply right now. Lita says it's a lot of work defending the Raw Women's Championship, and if she's scared, just say so. Becky said that she's many things, but one of them is not scared. Becky agreed to the match, Lita's music played, and she left the ring as Becky was standing there concerned about the decision she has just made. Listen, I don't know. I don't know what WWE is doing. This is really nothing more than a huge payday for Lita going to Saudi Arabia, and B, this is nothing more than a appetizer for Becky Lynch before we really kick off Becky Lynch's WrestleMania, which is presumably going to be against Bianca. The problem I have with Lita, and I get why they're doing it, I get why it's happening, I get why it's happening where it's happening, I get it. The problem I have with Lita is when you present Lita in this position, 47-year-old against Becky Lynch, and you have her challenge for the Raw Women's Championship, you are automatically refusing to build anybody new for Becky Lynch. This is your problem. Because you want Becky Lynch as the Raw Women's Champion, and she can't be beat until X marks the spot at WrestleMania. Everybody else is going to have to suffer. They're either A, going to be pushed back and not get an opportunity, or B, one of them, unfortunately, will get an opportunity.
You've been here before, right?
And be a loser for it.
What
And worse
trial will
off
you
for
run
it.
today?
This is what's bringing Lee. You don't have anybody else on the Raw Women's roster and SmackDown Women's roster that is on equal comparison to Becky Lynch. Nobody.
What are
Same
the
thing
trials?
applies to SmackDown.
The
There's
Hunters
nobody
Lodge
Charlotte's
makes sure
level, there's
hunting
nobody
grounds
who's
around
better.
the world offer hunters a
Bianca
place to
Belair
train.
is not even on Becky Lynch.
The trials here focus on the most
Big
important
time.
part of hunting, keeping your stamina up.
This is WWE's
Hunting
problem,
isn't a
and
sprint.
it gets ignored
It's a
by
gauntlet.
everybody in the community.
So all
You may
you
love
offer is
Lita,
training?
everybody loves Lita.
And a
That's the
herd of
problem.
machines.
Problem.
Plus, I'm allowed to award marks, half sun, full sun, and blazing sun, if you do well.
What happens? What does it do for anybody? It's just a match. It means
What is the
nothing in
Hunter's
the grand
Lodge?
scheme of
A
things.
place in Meridian where hunters gather, socialize, and brag a lot. Me, I just love hunting machines. If you win 3 half suns at any of the hunting grounds, you can enter the lodge yourself.
It's going to be Bailey. They're both not going to be on the same show. It's going to be one or the other. So who's it going to be? This is my problem. If WWE's goal is Bianca Belair
What are
at
the trials?
WrestleMania,
The
against
Hunters
Becky
Lodge
Lynch,
makes sure
then
hunting
what
grounds
is going
around
to
the
happen
world
in the
offer
aftermath
hunters
of
a place
Bianca
to
Belair
train.
winning the championship?
The trials here focus on the most important part of hunting, keeping your stamina up.
There was
Hunting isn't a sprint,
nobody
it's a gauntlet.
So all you offer is training?
WWE
And a herd of
brings Bianca
machines.
Belair.
Plus, I'm allowed to award marks, half sun, full sun, and blazing sun, if you do well.
WWE's gonna give you new, WWE's gonna give you fresh, and then we get Lacey fucking Evans as the #1 contender for the Raw Women's Championship. The Raw Women's Division sucks. They're gonna do the same thing to Bianca that they did to Becky
Till
when
the next
Becky
time.
beat Charlotte and Ronda at WrestleMania 35. There is nobody lined up Bianca Belair. That's what you really need to be concerned with. Or you bring back Lita and all these fucking people that don't belong there. You constantly push people out of the title picture. And the more you go with the tried and true Becky and Charlotte and Sasha and Bayley and Alexa and all this other fucking bullshit that you refuse to change, fans are desperately asking for change. Desperately. The lack of reaction for Ronda Rousey tonight in Cincinnati, Ohio was clear as day. People want new. People want fresh. What you're doing with the women's division is not it. It's one thing I would do. One thing. If I had one, well, two wishes. Number one, get Monday Night Raw for 2 hours. That would be number one for me to change in WWE. If I had one fucking wish, it would be to end the brand split. Merge the fucking divisions. The women's division by itself on Raw and SmackDown as separate divisions is absolutely the fucking worst thing about the women's division. Is single-handedly killing the division. If WWE had one title and actually made competitive matches and built people up through fucking wins on television, I guarantee you'd look at the women's division different than how you see it now. Yeah, but WWE wants to pull Lita up. What happens when Lita isn't available? What happens when Lita can't make a trip? Or she can't do it anymore? She can't wrestle. She's lost the time. What are you going to do then? Oh, let me call up Trish. What happens when Trish can't do it anymore? It's tired of the same shit, man. It's tired of the same shit. And is anybody asking what we're doing with Sasha Banks at WrestleMania? Becky's getting Bianca, and Charlotte's getting Ronda Rousey because of political strings that she's pulling for the last 6 months. What is Sasha Banks doing at WrestleMania? What are we doing with Sasha Banks? Are we doing Sasha Bailey again? Are we doing Sasha Asuka? Are we doing Sasha Trish? Sasha Page? at WrestleMania. What are we doing? Seems like WWE doesn't have a fucking clue what's on the face to make WrestleMania a complete fucking mess. You put all your eggs in